Yeah, so that was some of the detox. What was some more of the detox? Extremely negative thinking. Towards the beginning I was having very paranoid thoughts, just which is not like me again, but I would step outside and I would just get really paranoid. And it was just so, it was like I was being attacked by my thoughts. And actually throughout the whole fast I had moments of euphoria and being present, and could feel and see the beautiful nature around me and just be grateful. And then I would have moments of just my thoughts attacking me or feeling like somebody else's energy was infecting me or being close, or just crazy stuff. And just all in my head detoxing and just me becoming really aware of my own thoughts and my own thought patterns. And things that I had learned over the years of abuse. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Abuse and fear and survival, you know. And at this point, I'm glad that I've realized and I've learned. And I've always been so stubborn to be positive through the negative, and to keep in mind that it's possible to thrive, not just to survive. And that's the way that we're meant to be. After all, I mean, look at this. I haven't eaten for 32 days. I'm still happy, I'm still vibrant. I'm much healthier than I was. Your body is always working in your best interest. How cool is that? The universe is always working in your best interest. If I had never gone into that world, I never would have been aware of all the things. I probably wouldn't be in Costa Rica. I wouldn't know the people and I wouldn't be passionate about the things that I'm passionate about. You can't just survive off of 600 to 500 calories of M&Ms or whatever just because you decided that you should, or because you've listened to our society and where the model seems to be the less that you eat, the better, and that you'll be able to survive like that. And if you can't, that you're a bad person, or that you have low willpower. It's just a model that's unsustainable and unrealistic, and sets you up for failure, sets you up for feeling your worst, sets you up for an eating disorder. Anyway, so this is the sort of thought pattern, right? Like you have negative, and I would work through it. So, but it was very intense at some points, and like just hours and hours and hours. I don't know how many hours there are in 32 days, but it's a long time to be by yourself and work through your issues. Here's something people don't seem to be aware of either. After day 2, you start to get lightheaded. Your body has moved inward to cleanse. And so every time you get up to go to the bathroom, you get lightheaded. Your blood pressure drops predictably, which is good for people who have high blood pressure, but for somebody like me, I mean, I look at it now and I look at the people around me and I'm very grateful. I, never had skin outbreaks, never had Crohn's disease, never had, God, I don't even know what else. Yeah, just my body's amazing. People who have high blood pressure, it drops. Your resting heart rate drops. And you're not really able to go far. There's the lecture hall is 40 feet away. It's a freaking chore to get over there. It's a chore to go to the bathroom. And I think I mentioned that in an earlier video, but just to sit up, just nights are very, very difficult. Especially now that I have the mouth thing or whatever, where it just tastes disgusting. But, yeah. Just to be aware as well, fasting is slightly dehydrating. So typically people regain about 5 to 10 pounds of water weight as your body refills and glycogen comes back, and just your body is coming back to normal. And that's why the refeeding is so important as well. If you go back to cooked food, if you take your body for granted, if you start eating high salt, salt will just pack on the water weight. Water weight comes on really easily. All you need to do is eat salt, and your body tries to dilute it with water, actually does dilute it with water, because it's a preservative, it's a toxin. So I don't care if it's Himalayan sea salt from the frickin' Andes or Tibetan guru, whatever. Salt is salt, and salt is a preservative and poisonous. So if you come off of this and you start eating a high salt diet, you're going to pack on the weight real fast. You're going to get discouraged and all that jazz. Or if you eat meat or whatever, you're going to come up with the same problems that you came up with before. But if you take care of your body, if you know how to, aka a high fruit and veggie diet, there's no reason to regain after, your body's just refilling, your intestines are refilling with food. So it's cool that you can lose any excess poundage and just keep it off. Also, some people have been having troubles with bowel movements after. There were mixed reviews about enemas and colonics, but some people's prior issues, they've actually needed to take an enema at the end of this and after refeeding so that they could pass through the old junk that they had stuck in their bowels, because you do not want to have that. You will actually develop hemorrhoids by trying to push through something that is too solid to push through. So just something to know, just being honest about the whole thing. Again, I know there's mixed reviews of colonics, enemas, blah, 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 but that's a fact. More than one person has had that. We'll see for myself. I've never had too much trouble with constipation, but some people have, so just good to know. I'm super glad that I'm back to myself, and it'll be interesting to go home with the new knowledge that I've gleaned over the past month. Eat the best foods first, because you always think that you have more room than you do. And also another highlight is I've had a lot of people contact me because they think I look prettier. Now, I was always myself. In my head, I always looked like this. And it'll be interesting to spend my time on my goals and on people who are worth it, and not waste my time with people who aren't. So here's a piece of advice. Don't waste your time where your energy is being dissipated. You have a lot more to give, you have a lot more to live for. You have a lot of passions that you may not know about even. And the passions that you do know about, you should persist and focus on. And hey, explore the world, go out in nature. I can't wait to have enough energy to go out and explore the countryside here. But yeah, watching TV, wasted time. Big surprise there, right? But even wasting your time with people who don't feed you back. I remember hearing about, and I heard from somebody, and it stuck in my head, what is your primary food? What feeds you the most? It's not even food per se, is it? What feeds you? What passion makes you feel alive? What really fuels you to live every day, to wake up and get out of bed in the morning? Do you eat to live? Or do you live to eat? What is your primary food? What really fuels you, Because after 32 days by myself, I've really been able to think about what gets me out of bed in the morning. So I reiterate it every day, and I support that every day and work towards it every day. And there's still only so many hours in a day, so let me just tell you, just work towards your goals. Have them, work towards them. You don't have time to waste. You may think you'll be young your whole life, or maybe you're older and you're aware of that you don't have that much time to waste, or you're older and you're confused and you feel lost. Well, just work on yourself and the rest will follow. Because you have a lot to give, and you have a life purpose, and you don't have that much time here, and so you've got to accomplish it. See you at the finish line.